Well, I'm glad that through TikTok these girls are waking up and realizing that hookup culture is a huge regret of theirs. Unfortunately, by the time they realize it, it's usually too late, and the guys are just putting them in that zone. Either way, we're going to talk about hookup culture again today, so strap in, we've got a compilation for you. Let's roll the intro.
Clarify that if you're hooking up with someone or you're just friends with benefits or it's you don't talk unless you're, then you still deserve respect, and so does the other person, because at the end of the day you're both people who are alive with thoughts most of the time. And my thing is, sometimes I have trouble with like hookup culture and stuff. Like, I'll do it, but the thing is, I think that my self-respect is just like so much higher, not in the form of like hooking up is like disrespectful to yourself. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that when you are hooking up with a man, they don't recognize you as a person anymore, and you are literally just a body, so they forget that like they should respect you. So silly. I put up with this man's little inconsistencies and like disrespect, like blatant disrespect. I put it aside until right fucking now, and I am never hanging out with him. So the reason why this worked for both of us was that because we didn't talk at all, like in person, like with small talk, but we didn't like talk. Like, hey, I Snapchatted this man once a day. Never had a second thought about him. Like, did not cross my mind. I did not like this man at all. I don't think I like him as a human being, to be honest. He gave me a lot more reasons to dislike him. I can't like think of any real reason why I would like him. Like, genuinely, from what I know about him, he was very boring and like bland and like just a man who thought that he was like a comedian but like was not funny, and like never, he didn't even try. I don't know, but like I would only hang out with him if he like told me ahead of time. Like, I'm not the type of bitch to like text at 12 a.m. and go slide. And he's done that like a million times, like every other day actually, and I just ignore him, obviously. Like, that's what the fuck. But like, I would say yes if like I was free and he asked me a few hours ahead, because like I still need a plan. I'm not that spur of the moment. And then he told me that he likes when I ask better, and then every single time that I've asked, he has been so fucking annoying about it and like actually an ass that I was like literally never no. And then one time he asked to come to my house. He was like down the road, and he made me wait an hour and a half, and then texted me saying that he smoked too much and he can't drive. Okay, so why did you smoke too much? And then I was at the bar a couple days ago, and he saw me, and usually he like gives me a hug or whatever. He said hi and then moved me out of the way. And today I hit him up because I'm leaving for 2 weeks tomorrow, so I was like, oh, might as well hit him up while I'm still here. He decided to ignore my message for a few hours instead of answering, so I called him out on it, and he goes, relax. I'm literally never fucking talking to you again. You are so annoying. I hate men. I can't do this anymore.
Holy hell, that one is mentally unwell. And again, like most of these TikToks, so many contradictions there. Excuse me. But for real, it's amazing what happens when a man has an actual backbone and puts them in one spot. I feel like this guy knew from the beginning that this one would be casual use only and just went at it. Smart move to him. He's clearly learned, and so many guys are learning. Let's keep it up. Let's keep going. On the next clip. What's the next clip gonna be?
I got the 10-minute feature, and boy do I have a story that I'm going to use for it. Hopefully it will not take 10 minutes. I started talking to a guy at the end of February, and we hit it off really well. And like that first week, he was like, hey, would you like to go out? And I was like, I'd love to. Thanks for asking. And so we keep talking that week, and by the weekend, I was like, haven't heard anything about plans, so I like asked him about it, and he was like, yeah, we'll do something on Sunday. But he never said what we would do. And then conveniently on Saturday, he started having a headache and running a fever, and so I was like, you want a rain check? He was like, yeah. So I was like, he was gonna ghost me. But then Sunday came around, and he was still talking to me, and he was like, yeah, I really am sick. And I was like, man, that sucks. I'm sorry for thinking the worst of you. And then Monday, that next Monday, comes around, suddenly his headache and he feels better. So obviously he just did not want to go out for some reason. I don't know, but he did not ghost me. We still talked for another week, and like everything was fine and dandy. And then at the start of the third week, I was like, hey, I mean, do you want to go out? Like, you know, our rain check, like, it's not raining. You want to go? And he was like, yeah, I'll come up with something. And I was like, okay, great. The whole week goes by. And then take it to, like, Thursday night of the, like, now. I was like, hey, like, you know, if you don't want to go out, that's fine. Because conversation's been dead this week. And it's like, you can only talk so much on the text messages. Like, we could have FaceTimed or done anything. But we didn't. All it was text messaging. And I was like, hey, if you don't want to go out, that's fine. Just let me know. But if you do, would Saturday work? I took the initiative. And he was like, yeah, that should work fine. Like, I have to work Saturday morning, but it should be fine. I was like, okay, great. What do you want to do? And at this point in our relationship, he was taking forever to respond. Like, he, like, deliver. I'm talking about deliver. I'm leaving left undelivered for hours. So I was just like, you know, like, if you're gonna ghost me, either ghost me or like be a man and be like, hey, I'm just not interested anymore. And I can be like, all right, go, cool. I wish you the best. But if you ghost me, that's just gonna make me mad and want to be petty. But I'm an adult, so I'm trying not to be petty. So, anyways, where was I? So yeah. We decided we're gonna go bowling on Saturday, but that's all we've decided. So today is Saturday. Last night was Friday. Last night at like 8 o'clock, I was like, hey, so time and place, like, where would you like to go? I've been left undelivered since then. It is currently 11 a.m. Saturday morning, and we're supposed to go out today, and I don't know where, when, or anything. Why are men like this? It's so pathetic. Use your big boy words and say, hey, I'm just not that interested anymore. It's that easy. And I'll still respect you. Now I have no respect, because what the hell is this? This is dumb.
My friend hit me up.
Man, I love these guys that are living rent-free in these women's heads. She also could have realized what was happening here and moved away from it, but the women just love drama, let's be real. They're usually the chaos in our lives when we want peace, and it really doesn't surprise me that men go their own way. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah, man, smart move moving from that. What's up, Barbie?
Like, hey, do you want to go grab some food tonight? I was like, sure. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? Except for this should have been my first sign. He was like, I'll come pick you up. I was like, okay. So we go out to dinner. Like, I'm that cheap bitch that, like, I didn't even order any food. I just got fries because I felt weird that he had, like, picked me up. And I was like, So then after dinner, we're sitting in his car and he's like, do you want to go see a movie? And I was like, was just like, sure. So then, like, we're talking for a few minutes and he leans over and he kisses me. He has the audacity to kiss me. I thought me and this boy were just friends. So then he kisses me and you can tell, like, I am not into this, okay? So, but I wasn't rude or anything. I was just kind of like froze. It's like, what are we doing here, right? So then he freaks out and he goes quiet. He goes quiet, radio silence for like 2 minutes. Then he just rips my phone out of my hands. He's like, give me your phone. And he takes it and he has my phone. And I'm like, what is he doing? What is he doing? He hands me back my phone and he's like, I just put my Uber on your phone and Uber is going to be here in 5 minutes to come pick you up. Please get out of my car. What? So you would rather make me stand out here by myself at 9 o'clock at night on Ventura Boulevard than you just drive me 5 minutes back home? I've had his Uber on my phone for so... When's he gonna say something? Like, why is my Uber account getting charged for an Uber X to pick up a car full of girls at the Cosmopolitan on the Las Vegas Strip? Like, I would be curious. Look at the sky. Go God.
Oh my god. Man tried to exit the friend zone and got horribly shut down, but good for him, you know, just be like, get out of my car, here's an Uber, get lost, I never want to see you again. Really feel like this guy should have put in the work to understand that he was being put in the friend zone, but looking at this one, she needs makeup to cover up every little sort of insecurity in her face there, and I don't really get what he would find interesting in her. Either way, this is what happens. These women, they go through hookup culture and then they say that they want a relationship afterwards, and it's usually too late. You're still in that zone. Either way, let's move on from this topic. I've reached the end of the compilation, and I'm going to wrap things up here. Thanks for watching as always. Always do your due diligence, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye for now.